Well, I think it was a great time to add Lil Boatman and Thomas Scully to the new British Empire. How fitting that we are able to be on call for the movie Warzone finals. Seems like a match where you would probably need a manager, unlike that fucking Kaleb Koho guy, who surprisingly wants to be at an Applebee's for a team title match. I know, like priorities, but I'm sure Kaleb Koho will already has a promo set for, Brooklyn finally shows up to a match for his client. I'll take a drink to that, I guess. But Kaleb, take the floor.
Oh yeah, I'll just say this. Brooklyn, he has given me sandwiches. He has promised those sandwiches and actually delivered them. The Reuben melt was delicious. Thank you very much. Other things. Hi, Koho. Hi, Rizzi. Rizzi, you're a good player. Let's do this. Let's just make this a good match. We'll see what happens. I respect Rizzi. Don't respect Koho quite as much, but he's just here as a manager. So we'll see what happens. You take good care of Sean, though. Sean and I are still together. We're still going to be the team champions, all that. I don't know what all you theories people are saying, but no. But we do have separate managers, so I get custody. Brooklyn gets custody of me, and Koho gets custody of Sean. It's like the Parent Trap.
The Empire will rise. Sean Sandberg including conditionally.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Brooklyn pulled a Nico and decided to jump on to manage someone at the end of their reign once they did everything great without them. Now they can take credit for it. I've been here with Rizzi since the beginning. And look, what we've done together made it to the finals. Boatman made it here without you, and you're going to jinx him out of his win because you don't know how to fucking manage someone, Brooklyn. There's a reason why everyone in your faction is kind of mediocre, and then there's Boatman. Look, what we have are greats. What I have is the guy who's going to beat Jeremy Adams. This is the run. Then this is the last step that we need to take to get to that title. It's destiny, and it's what we've been working really, really hard for. So, Boatman, you're the little goat. I appreciate you. Even if you decided to stab me in the back and go join a lesser faction, that's fine. Sean says hi, and we're going to beat you today because we want that title more than you.
Yeah, and all I have to say is, look, I feel like the shirt speaks for itself. I'm not fucking around here. I want that belt. Like, I really fucking want it, possibly more than you, Boatman. And that's a tough sell, I know, because I know that you want that thing more than, like, anything else in your life right now. But, Koho, the only thing that I have to say to you is, do these guys, like, have any other different kinds of insults for you? Because I feel like I just hear the same kinds of insults over and over again. Oh, he talks too much. Oh, he was in an Applebee's. Like, what? Hey, all I know is you've got a guy that's about to become champion.
I don't know
what that says. I don't know what that says, but
haters are gonna hate, and we're here to win. So
look, I think they're just peanut butter and jelly. So let's get this shit started.
Let's get it started.
Welcome back to Movie Warzone. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm not Kaleb Boatman. I'm actually a mature adult here. We'll act normal. We're in the finals of a tournament. One really great, respectable player, Boatman. One really annoying pain in the ass, Rizzi. But they're both here. They both have the knowledge. They've both proven it. They both do not know how to pick a manager because they both pick managers that are terrible in this division. And I don't think they've helped each other really anywhere. But I'm here with Brian, head writer, head editor for this. How are you feeling about this match? I know if one wins, it makes it very difficult because responsibilities have to fall a little bit harder on the team because he will have 2 belts at that time if he actually wins this and then beats Jeremy. But the other is Rizzi. So just overall, how you feel about this match?
Well, I feel like I should be in this match, but, Rizzi had to go and mess that up for me. But no, I mean, this will be a good match. I mean, these two guys definitely earned their spot. I mean, this is the finals. This is the end of the tournament. It's been a long time coming. We started with so many people. We're down to just these 2, and one of them is going to take on Jeremy Adams, which is a daunting task because Jeremy certainly knows his stuff. But also, recently, he's shown that he's not unbeatable. He's dropped a couple titles, so we'll see what happens to get to that. But first, we got to decide who that's going to be.
Yeah, that's very true. I guess no further ado, we'll take it away with introductions. Isn't that what we do here?
Yeah.
Cool. Introducing first, coming to the ring with a record of 4-0, representing the new British Empire, Kaleb Lil Boat Boatman.
Hey, hi.
Little Goat.
Yeah, Little Goat, Little Boar, Little Boat, all 3 of those. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Well, let's keep the things that hit you in the face out of camera for this one. Introducing next. Coming to the ring with a record of 5-1, representing the kingdom. It is Dominic, movie nerd Rizzi. How you feeling?
Feeling good, and you missed the. It's the movie nerd. I feel like you should know that by this point.
I'm not promoting your channel. Shut your face. Thank you.
I haven't put up a video in like a year. I don't want to hear it.
Vibrating phone is still on.
I still heard a vibration. All right, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into our match, starting with round one. Round one, of course, you get 8 questions in 8 different categories, each worth 1 point. You must write them down on your whiteboard. When we call on you, you will read it aloud and show us your answer. If you get all 8 right, you will get a 9th bonus question, also worth 1 point. For the entire match, each opponent does get 3 repeats and 1 challenge if you need it. Are there any questions? I'm going to assume no, because you've done a lot of matches to get to this point.
You want me to do odds, you do evens?
Sure. So let's go ahead and get started. Cody, takes us off with number 1.
Question number 1. It comes in the category of drama. In what film does Bradley Cooper take an experimental drug to access the full potential of his brain? I wish Koho would take a pill like this.
Although we might find out that the full potential is not much more than he already uses. So.
No,
just saying.
Very true. Very true.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
We'll go to Caleb first.
The limit does not exist. Limitless.
And Dom?
Limitless.
Both correct.
All right. Question 2 will come to you in the category of movie release dates. Something that Mark Kammeyer regrets giving to Dominic. And that question is, what year did Hollywood go hacker crazy, releasing Hackers, The Net, and Johnny Mnemonic?
Hacker crazy. Yeah, every big thing will blow up in 1 year for sure.
Yeah. You know this had to be before Y2K. 4,
Yes.
3, 2. Oh, I'll just give you a clue. 1, 0. I'm going to start with Dominic.
1995.
And Caleb.
1995.
Both correct for a point.
Ooh, Caleb, you can stop that. Okay. Next category is family films. Family films. What name does the main villain go by in the 3rd Spy Kids movie? There was a 3rd Spy Kids?
There was a 4th Spy Kids movie.
What?
And that's not even getting into Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Those movies just got worse and worse. Good God.
Awful. That sounds awful.
5, 4, 3. Oh, the last one had Jessica Alba in it, so there's got that. 2, 1. Markers down.
We're going to go to Caleb.
The Toy Maker.
And Dom?
The Toy Maker.
All right. Apparently they knew the 3rd one existed. Take it away for the next question.
All right. Question 4 in the category of sports. Sports movies. Ed was a film about what kind of animal who played third base for a minor league baseball team? And I do want you to be specific with this one, not just, mammal or bird. Just saying.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I'm going to start with Dominic.
Chimpanzee.
And Caleb.
Chimpanzee.
Both correct. Staying perfect.
Ooh. All right, guys. Actors and actresses is your next question. Which actor played Big Dick Richie in Magic Mike? Sounds like a Koho movie if I've ever heard one.
Dominic went straight to his board. He's watched this 1,000 times.
Yeah. Love this
He's also
movie.
practiced the dance moves.
He picked up the 3D version.
Never seen
5, 4, 3,
Whoa,
2,
hey,
1. Markers down.
go to Caleb.
Matthew McConaughey?
And Dom?
Joe Manganiello.
Dom is correct.
Dang.
For separation.
All right. So question 6 in the category of comedies. In Dogma, Chris Rock's Rufus tells Bethany the dead only worry about 2 things, decay and what? A little bit deeper. It's a champion match, though. Come on.
This universe is very popular in this community.
Yes. I know. I've had to write 12,000 questions for it. 5,
I'm not a fan.
4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Dominic
Hygiene?
and Caleb.
Necrophiliacs.
Necrophilia is the answer. Necrophilia is technically the answer, but I will accept necrophiliacs.
Yeah. So we tied. Going into your penultimate question, 7th question. In Oscars, for 1997, while Titanic won the award for Best Dramatic Score, who won Best Score for comedy or musical for that year? I forgot they separated that.
Yeah, until I was researching questions, I completely forgot that as well. I saw this movie won, and I thought Titanic won. Oh, it did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
Gonna go to Caleb.
I believe it was the Full Monty.
And Dom?
The Full Monty.
Both correct.
And your final question in category of 2000s, and this one goes out to our friend Nazario Montenegro. In Good Luck, Chuck, Jessica Alba's character works with what species of animal? Nazario thinks that he has the curse now, that anyone who beats him will go on to win a title. So
we went from Oscars to Good Luck, Chuck. Good time.
I like this movie. 5,
it's out there.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and of course it's Jessica Alba again. So there's no sense of theme tonight. All right, I'm gonna start with Dominic.
Dolphin.
And Caleb.
I said bees.
Both incorrect. So we keep the tie as we go into round 2 because the correct answer was penguins. Penguins. So
Penguins.
Score coming out of round 1 is 6-6. Is that what you got, Cody?
That's what I got.
All right. Which then brings us, of course, to round 2, being the wheel round. You can spin the wheel. It's got 10 categories on it, 8 categories plus spinners and opponent's choice. If you like what it lands on, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but you will be stuck with your second spin. There will be 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you decide to go multiple choice, it is only worth 1 point, and stealing is available. All right. So since Dominic was the higher seed in the tournament, you can choose to spin first or second since you're tied.
You're going to be amazed by this. I am deferring. Boatman, you go first.
All right.
Okay. Boatman, okay. I'm going to bring in your manager.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Your categories today will be drama, non-MCU Marvel movies, that's one of Dominic's strengths, Albert Brooks, one of Caleb's strengths, family films, comedy, classics, that's Caleb's other strength, Martin Scorsese, which is Dominic's other strength, and hit men and hit women. So here is your first spin, Caleb. Martin Scorsese.
This is a tough one, actually, because I feel good with it. At the same time, obviously, it's his strength, and I don't want to take his strength. But also, it might be smart to take his strength because then he can't use it. But then at the same time, I know that there's stuff on there that I like more. What do you think?
I think a respin is probably the best choice.
Okay, spin again.
We can't afford steals.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to spin a second time. A wise choice, spinner's choice.
Give me that Albert Brooks, baby.
All right, he's going to go with Albert Brooks.
I guess I'll take Albert Brooks if you want.
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to Brooklyn. Bring back Dominic.
Cody's spouse.
An Albert Brooks movie.
Okay. Are you going to read these, Cody? Or you want me to read these?
Sure. Sure, I can read them. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, Caleb, your first question, Albert Brooks. In the Albert Brooks movie Mother, what is his mother's first name?
Multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it.
Is it A, Patricia, B, Cheryl, C, Linda, or D, Patrice?
His phone vibrated during the last.
I know.
Give the options.
Is it A, Patrice, B, Cheryl, C, Linda, or D, Patrice?
No, D is Beatrice.
Beatrice, sorry.
A.
Dom for a 1 point steal.
Hold on. Let me hear the options again. I'm sorry about the phone, by the way. I don't know what to
Is
do
it-
about that.
You can turn off vibrating settings. In A, Patricia, B, Cheryl, C, Linda, or D, Beatrice.
Is it Beatrice?
That is correct for 1 point. Next question. What number does Linda keep betting on in roulette in Lost in America?
22. 22.
Uh,
It makes sense if you've seen the movie. That's not.
I know, but I don't ever want to see you do that again. That's 2 points. Okay. Number 3. In Defending Your Life, where do Daniel and Julia meet for the first time in Judgment City?
Multiple choice.
A, miniature golf course, B, planetarium, C, comedy club, or D, past lives pavilion.
It's the comedy club.
All right, correct for 1 point. Fourth question. In The Muse, who played the wife of Albert Brooks's character?
Andy McDowell.
Correct for another 2 points. And your final question. What is the occupation of Charles Grodin's character in 1979's film Real Life?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, document filmmaker, veterinarian, dentist, or salesman?
He's a vet.
If you would have known that the first, I wouldn't have looked like an idiot. Thank you. All right. Leaving that round, we have 12-7.
7.
12 to 7, leaving Caleb's half the round, yes.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to take Caleb out of here and bring in Koho.
Better looking Caleb.
Hey, Koho.
All right. Bring the wheel back up. Here is your first spin, Dominic. Hit men and hit women.
I don't even want to know what's in this
I
category.
don't think that's a good choice to keep it on.
I was about to say spin again.
Yeah.
Spinning again. Stuck with wherever this lands. Comedy.
Cool.
Okay.
Yucks.
All right, so I will read you your questions for comedies.
After I smoke bomb, right? Just
Hi. All right. All right, question 1. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which Python plays Dennis, the peasant that challenges Arthur and the British status quo?
John Cleese.
Michael Palin.
That is correct for 2 point steal. Question 2 for Dominic in comedy. In Idiocracy, Dax Shepard plays Frito. What is his profession in the future?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a doctor, B, a scientist, C, a teacher, or D, a lawyer?
Sure. He's a scientist.
That is incorrect. Caleb.
A lawyer?
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Question 3. What name does the Frankenstein-esque virtual woman take in Weird Science?
Motherfucker. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Kelly, B, Lisa, C, Jesse, or D, Tori?
It's Lisa.
Lisa is correct for 1 point. Question 4 in comedies. Who directed the film Friday?
F. Gary Gray.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in comedies. Why did the Johansons start an underground casino in The House?
To pay for their daughter's college tuition.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so at the end of round 2, I have Caleb with 15 points and Dominic with 12.
That's what I got.
What you got? All right. Which, of course, then brings us to our Pick Your Poison round. In our Pick Your Poison round, there will be 6 categories to choose from. Each competitor will pick what category they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions. Questions do get progressively harder with point value. I'm going to give everybody a chance to pick their categories, and we'll be right back after this. All right, we're back, and our competitors have had a chance to choose what they want for their round 3 categories. Caleb has chosen action adventure for his 1 point, movie quotes for his 2 point, classics for 3, and directors for 4. While Dominic has chosen movie quotes for 1, 90s for 2 points, directors for 3, and action adventure for 4. So, as it stands now, Caleb is in the lead 15-12. So Dominic will be answering his question first until he takes the lead. So Cody, you want to go ahead and give Dominic his first question?
All right, Dom, your 1 point in quotes. Finish the quote from Network. I'm mad as hell.
And I'm not going to take it anymore.
That is correct for 1 point, right?
That is incorrect. It's I'm not going to take this anymore.
Fuck.
This.
Oh, did he say it? Did he?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm afraid with movie quotes, it needs to be word for
okay,
word.
you're right. You're right. You literally have it written here.
Normally it wouldn't, but for movie quotes, we have to.
No, you're right. So I thought he said this, and I was like, "Oh, you said it correctly." Okay, fair.
Fuck.
He literally put "do not accept."
Yeah.
And I accepted it. Okay, I'm glad you're here. All right, your second point in 90s. What 1996 comedy starred Jack Lemmon and James Garner as former presidents joining forces to expose the corrupt current president, played by Dan Aykroyd?
Jesus Christ. I have no idea.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. I don't know it.
My Fellow Americans.
Okay.
All right. This 3 point will tie the game, I believe. Directors. For 3 points. What was the first feature film Chris Columbus directed?
Adventures in Babysitting.
That is correct for 3 points.
Tying it up, so Caleb will have to answer some questions this round and try to get the lead again. All right, so your first question, Caleb, for 1 point, is in action adventure. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who played Charlie's Angel in the 2000 film.
Lucy Liu and Cameron Diaz.
That is correct, with the third one being Drew Barrymore. So you have regained the lead, so we're going to go back over to Dominic for his 4-pointer.
All right. Your 4 point in action, Dom. Are you ready?
Yep.
Why did gang boss Eddie Kim arrange to have snakes on the plane in Snakes on a Plane?
Oh, he was trying to kill the informant that Samuel L. Jackson is trying to protect in that movie.
I think we can accept that.
That's literally the answer.
I think we can accept it too. I was waiting for the question to be right. That is correct for 4 points.
It was a witness from testifying, but the witness was an informant that had.
Yeah, the witness is a witness informant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
now you forced
Dominic is done. He can sit back and watch and see where this goes. So Caleb will take his 2-point question in the category of movie quotes. And it is this. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Comes from what 90s comedy?
Billy Madison.
That is correct for 2 points, bringing you to 18, so you're still 1 behind. So you need your 3-point in the category of classics. Your 3-point question. In The Wizard of Oz, Margaret Hamilton plays the Wicked Witch of the West, and which other character?
The name of the character. Okay. I know I'm not going to know her name. Mrs. Norbury.
4. I'm afraid not. The answer is Miss Elmira Gulch. Miss Gulch.
That's her name.
Which brings us down to the final question in the category of directors for 4 points. If you hit it, you win. If you miss it, Dominic gets the win. 4-point question in directors. Who directed Wonder and the Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Are you going to be a stickler about pronunciation here?
I mean, as long as you're not.
Okay, I'm going to say it exactly how it's spelled. Is that fair?
Yes.
Steven Chbosky.
And your winner of the movie Warzone singles tournament,
Game down.
Caleb, Little Boat,
Good job, Boatman.
Boatman. Correct answer was, in fact, Steven Chbosky. All right. Cody, take us to the post show.
Like,
Yeah, no, I would have said Chbosky too if I'd gotten that question. So
Who do I
you're not
interview
alone there,
first?
Boatman.
I would you probably go through your winner first.
Okay, well.
I'm going to take myself off of here, and I will let you
Get out.
do your interviews.
we did it, Brooklyn.
Let's go.
All right. Boatman, congratulations. You've turned into a really good friend of mine in this community, even though I think you're a total piece of crap. But you actually were able to pull it out tonight. You had a tough, even round one. Round two probably didn't go exactly how you wanted in Albert Brooks. You probably wanted to score a little bit more points, but you were able to get some key steals when you needed it. And then when Classics was that 3-pointer and it was not with the name, did you get a little worried with your 4-pointer directors with being in the finals?
I honestly thought I was going to lose. I really thought I was going to lose. And then I just got so caught up with, okay, I know this, but like, how much of a stickler are they going to be on pronunciation? Because I know it's spelled Chbosky, but I believe he pronounces it differently. It's actually pronounced like, I think it's just like Bosky or something like that. So it's a weird pronunciation.
Yeah. So I only have 2 questions for you. And I'll even let Brooklyn. I think you and Brooklyn made a good strategy into round 3. You made your game plan. It worked out. Hats off to Brooklyn. Regardless of where you step up as manager, you still managed when you needed to, and you did a fine job. Blah, blah, blah. Boatman, 2 questions. 1, are you a vampire? Most people in this community believe that you are actually a person of the undead because you are too young to know all the stuff you know. So I would like your answers on that. Andrew Barr, that's from Andrew. And 2, are you ready to play Jeremy Adams in a singles format? You were able to take him down in teams with Sean on your side, but you 1v1. Do you have what it takes to beat Jeremy?
I don't know. I don't know is the simple answer. What I do know is I can't play the way I did in round 2 if I'm playing Jeremy. I know I ultimately won the match, and I think I played a really good round 1 and a really good round 3. I think this was my worst round 2 ever. Like, I had to go to I got spinner's choice, and ultimately what had happened was I studied really hard for Dom's strengths. I studied really hard for Scorsese and really hard for non-MCU Marvel, and I didn't really review any Albert Brooks stuff. And ultimately, that is my fault. I should have reviewed the name of the character in Mother, and should have. I knew Veteran the second I heard it, and I knew Comedy Club the second I heard it. It's just one of those things where it's just like it wasn't coming to me in the moment.
But I'll go to your manager.
I'm going to be ready for Jeremy. I'm going to give it 110%. And ultimately, I just want to prove that I can go all the rounds with Apollo. That's what I want to prove. I want to prove that I have the ability to beat Jeremy, even if I don't necessarily beat Jeremy.
And I'll just post a question to your manager and then get you guys out of here. Do you think you have what it takes to build up a game plan to take out Jeremy Adams? Because I think most people have attempted and a lot have failed. In teams, I think it's not a single format. Do you have what it takes to get Boatman to a level to beat Jeremy?
I think the pieces are there. It's just a matter of how we execute it. I think part of our game plan, especially for this match, was literally playing through every scenario. It's like, all right, well, we're down by this many here. We spin this. What are we doing here? We don't want to make it a difficult choice. We don't want probability to be the factor of the win and loss. I agree. Caleb's round 2 was a touch iffy, but we made our opponent punish them for the steals in round 2. I will say, though, I don't think Dominic is picking up any good vibrations after this match.
Okay, and I will go to the losers match again. Congratulations, Caleb. I can't wait to see the title match. I think you'll do a great job, but put in some work. I think you have a shot. So, I'll go to the Kingdom. Just real quick, Dom probably didn't go the way you wanted it out there today. I think you played a really good round one. I think round two is where I think we all know is where it kind of bit you. Did you honestly think that was the answer, or did you just shoot for it too fast on question number one? Because I think that was the turning point in the entire match.
I don't even remember what the first question is.
The Monty Python question. The Monty Python.
Honestly, look, that one, it was just a matter of I didn't remember it exactly, so I could have gone multiple choice. I probably should have, but it was also just a matter of, like, I feel like I could have just as easily, like, said any one of them. It's just John Cleese was the first one that came to mind. Like, I was legitimately, like, strong. The problem with me is that, specifically with the Monty Pythons, like, I'm not trying to make excuses, but, like, specifically with the Monty Pythons, with the exception of John Cleese, they all kind of blend together for me, especially because of the amount of makeup that's worn in that movie. So, like, the problem is, like, it was just a matter of, like, okay, well, if it's not Cleese, then picking which of the five others it's going to be. So
yeah. I think round two was real rough for both of us. I think the glaring thing to me is round three and the point difficulty discrepancies. I'm saying look at R2 and look at their 4. Their 4 is not a 4. However, that's neither here nor there. Chabotsky is the writer.
Real interesting when somebody calls out the question writer that has been called into question for your question writing numerous times.
Oh yeah. But hey, I'm not wrong on this one either. But I think we both played great games. Hats off to Boatman. Hats off to Brooklyn for pulling the Nico and riding the coattails to the finale. You didn't do the Nico and choke it away, so good for you.
Just real quick, congratulations to the Kingdom. Even with Dom and your thing, wasn't able to reach a title and wasn't able to win it like normal. What's your plans for the Kingdom? Because apparently we suck at Warzone and Fellowship, which is whatever you want to say. But you reached the end and couldn't beat New British Empire. So do you really have what it takes to win in Warzone? Because
I mean, we our problem's not New British. If there's one faction that we're most okay with, it's New British, considering we co-hold the team title together. So I mean,
wow, that's a real. Can you guys decide on team? Can you decide on like people? That's really weird. Okay, well, Dom,
I didn't even answer your question.
I don't really care. We hear you enough. Dom, do you have anybody you want to play when you come back next season? I think you're forming a team with somebody. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I am. I'm forming a team. I'm bringing back Team Light It Up with Dustin Mason. I know Koho doesn't like him, but I still trust him. I still think he's a great player.
I'm not sold. This stuff I don't like him. I'm not sold.
I still think that he has a lot to offer. Look, I had a bad match. I had a bad round two, and especially Dustin would be very disappointed in me, considering the fact that that's probably one of his strengths. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good at comedy. I never have been. With me, it's usually a hit or miss category. So yeah, whatever.
So is Dustin Mason joining the Kingdom? Is this
no? This is what we call a test period, a test run. But yeah, we didn't pull it out today, but we'll be back. We'll be back strong, okay. And we'll figure it out next time. It just didn't work this time, but we're not done.
Normal Kingdom problems. All right, so we'll go back to the desk with me and Brian. Erectile dysfunction is real with the Kingdom. Can't ever finish when it means the most, or they shoot their shot way too early. So yeah, Brian, that was a great match. We have now a title match. We were able to complete the 32-person tournament in a timely manner. This Warzone, I'm very proud of our team. I'm very proud of what we put together. I think this was an amazing match. What are your thoughts overall?
It was everything I thought it'd be. I mean, it was a close match. For a while there, went to round 3. I thought Dominic might actually end up losing it pretty early, but it ended up going all the way to the final question because he got his 3 and 4, and Caleb struggled on 1 or 2 of his. So it went to the final question. Caleb took it out, but like you said, now it's on to Jeremy, which is a whole different beast. Although that is a 5-round match. There's 2 all rounds, and I know betting can throw a lot of people off, and that's one of our rounds too. And then the other one is an additional opponent's choice round. So it's a whole different animal, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the championship match. Again, this is Movie Warzone. Again, thank you for joining the ride with us. We decided a long time ago to do a 32-person tournament. We rode it all the way to the end, and this is where it concluded. Caleb, a guy that did not debut last season, debuted this season and proved that he could win it all. Maybe person watching this could debut next season and win it all next time. So, again, for Brian, for myself, for Dom, for Caleb, for Brooklyn, for even Caleb. Save the drama for your mama, and we'll be back next time for the championship.
Aren't you going to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Hey, so I know you made that post and everything. You were kind of wanting to talk about all this.
Yeah. I was just, I'm just kind of confused on all the different ways that this is supposed to work. Like,
yeah, well, I know. Look, I know you and Koho, you want me over there in the kingdom, and I can't do it. I can't do it. Brooklyn's got a really good offer right now. He wants both me and Thomas in there. Thomas is super happy with Brooklyn right now. You know me and Koho. We don't work together well. He's just, I mean, you know.
okay, that's fair.
Obviously, I still want to be your team partner. We're still the champs, obviously.
I mean, like, realistically, though, I just want to ask you, like, do you really want to, like, join up with a guy who gutted a member of his faction just to get you two? Like, it's really not very characteristic of Brooklyn, and it kind of, like, I was really surprised that he did that. That doesn't make you think that it might not be a great idea.
I mean, I see that, and that's definitely like a fair point. Ultimately, he's going after who he recognizes to be the best, and as long as Thomas and I stay in that best zone, we're fine. Ultimately, I'm more concerned. Do you feel like you can trust Koho? Because we know that Koho, like, remember the manager bowl? He used the manager #1 contender shot on his own team. Not on Rizzi, not on Lucas, on him.
Fair. I mean, but I know I can, weirdly enough, I kind of know I can trust that a little bit. Just because he's so transparent in his self-interest that it's like, what are you going to do?
That's fair.
Yeah, but realistically, like, how do you feel like we're going to get micromanaged with two managers? Like, what's the deal?
Ultimately, I think you and I, at the end of the day, we trust each other more than we trust either manager. At the end of the day, we're going to have a bunch of advice, and you and I are going to be able to weed out what's the best advice and what's the stuff that we can ignore. And I trust you, and I know that you are the best team partner ever. I know we're going to keep those belts for a long time. And I think, honestly, what's the harm of having two people who know what they're doing, who have managed before? You know, they're both on the call. I will respect Koho on the calls, and I think Brooklyn will bring in a lot of good information and a lot of help to us. So, you know, I think we're going to work it, and whoever comes down the pipeline next for teams, I think we'll be able to take them down.
All right, man. Well, I trust you. And yeah, so long as like none of this affects the way we play as a team, let's fuck shit up.
Let's do it. Let's hang on to those titles.
All right, dope.
Yeah, see it.
Peace.